Welcome to Pan Blanco's Amazing Wrestling Emporium. I am your host, Got Pan Blanco. I am here with the icon Jib.
Yep.
I have over there the cutest, even though he's wearing a mask, Carlos. And then to the left of Carlos, I have V the Vagu. Hey everybody, how's everybody going?
It's to the right of me, but left of you.
Let's do the intro here.
What do you want from him?
Alright, fair enough.
Today, we have a very fun video for you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow our socials. If you haven't seen our awesome reels and stories about our PWP show on Wednesday, I highly recommend you go take a look at that.
They're down below.
Down below somewhere in the ethereal web series.
And by now, once this video is up, you should also see the Magnum's show reels.
Down below.
Down below.
Or the icon.
Click
Somewhere.
click that link right there. Click on the logo.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Today, we have a very important, very fun video for you guys today. Everybody had a little bit of homework to do for the past week of our most top 10, well, not top 10, just 10 favorite matches, in no particular order, obviously. So I guess we can go ahead and start. If you want to, Icon Jib, you can go ahead and start for us.
Do I read your list or?
You read your list.
Oh, my list?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go with I really enjoyed the Mania match between Gunther, Sheamus.
Almost a more recent match?
Yeah. I was trying to think of matches that I remember.
Okay.
And that one was definitely on top of my list. I enjoyed it thoroughly. There was no faults in that match. I really don't think so.
That match definitely had me glued to the screen for that whole match, dude.
Meltzer gave it a 5 stars.
Really
so
good?
Inherently, it's a good match.
Very solid. Very solid.
But that's who I went with. I thought I was deserving.
Which, real quick, doesn't Gunther have the most 5-star matches in WWE by Dave Meltzer? Because he gave the
probably.
other Gunther and Sheamus one, I think, was 5-star.
Oh, at the Clash at the Castle?
Yeah.
I'm not sure because Johnny had some. Johnny Gargano.
He has I want to say 3.
I think so. I don't know.
I'm cool with it, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought someone mentioned it, that Gunther had
He might be up there.
Yeah.
He might be up there. I ain't gonna lie.
I bet.
I'm not sure.
I'm happy for that because I got the same build as that guy, so maybe I can get 5 stars from Meltzer.
Yeah, we'll see.
There you go.
Alright,
so I'll be next. So the match I picked, I guess it would be Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero at Halloween Havoc 97.
Ooh.
That's iconic, man.
It's so good, match, dude.
Oh my god.
The fucking flippy shit and all that beautiful stuff. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
the stuff
such
that
a
these
good
guys would pull
match.
out, that you're just like, man, are these guys even human? Like, this was that's the one thing I really miss about WCW. Their cruiserweight division was how I would book a cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
It's such a good match.
So beautiful.
I forgot about that match completely.
It's so good. So freaking good.
So the first one I'll say it's probably the oldest match I have, and I want to get it just out of the way because I may or may not get heat for it. But Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit for the World Heavyweight title.
That's on
There
my
goes
list
one of
too.
mine,
That's my list. That's
There goes
on my
one of
list
mine.
for sure.
Hey, if we repeat
I said
it,
your Sheamus one was, or
The
Gunther one was on mine.
Yeah.
Fair. There you
But
go.
that-
It was good.
that match is great.
Yeah. The history behind it, the celebration at the end. Eddie just won the belt too. And
He
they came
retained
out
the
and they retained. They came celebrated together.
Yeah, it was
God,
Beautiful.
the visuals,
Yes.
the visuals,
stunning.
And the storytelling in that match where they literally were trying to just take out Chris.
Just so they could.
Just so Triple H and Shawn Michaels could just beat the ever living hell out of each other.
Yeah.
And then here comes Benoit, the guy you got already counted out, and he's just messing people up, giving all these Germans.
Dude,
It was great. Great
So
storytelling.
great.
Great storytelling.
won by Crossface.
Yep.
Tapped Trips out.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to go The Miz versus John Cena at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Good call.
Okay.
Because
Interesting.
I enjoyed that match, and I feel like that, to me, made Miz like a legitimate champion. I was like, fuck.
I haven't seen that match.
I have.
That's when I wasn't watching.
That's funny you say that because that whole pay-per-view, WWE practically punished The Miz because they blamed him for how bad that... Because that Mania was one of the lowest-selling Manias
Oh, yeah.
for a long time.
Well, also think about it. Why? Because people were like, the fuck?
Yeah. And they
Miz
blamed
versus-
Miz because he was the champion. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I enjoyed the match.
It was good. Don't get me wrong.
I enjoyed the match.
Don't get me wrong. It was good.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. back to you.
Back to me.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going in a circle.
Bet. So next match I put on there was John Cena versus JBL, the I Quit match for Mania 21.
Bloody.
Dude, I hated JBL like more than anything in the world, and just to watch Cena beat the shit out of him was probably the greatest gift as a child I could ever get. So that match stands out to me a lot. So
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
One of my favorites.
Brad Sean JBL were the same person.
still to this day I don't.
Yeah. I guess the only JBL match, I guess,
It's the
if it
hair,
comes up,
man.
it comes up. Oh, that's fair.
It's the hair.
And the cowboy hat didn't help.
Yeah, he didn't have the freaking like
He also had a
the
mustache.
arm things.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mustache too.
Yeah.
If they weren't sitting by a poker table smoking cigars, it's not JBL.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
It's fair. It's fair. My next match would be Matt Riddle versus Swerve Strickland for the MLW title.
Oh.
This is the inaugural MLW Championship match.
How long ago was this?
2009.
Late 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a little after. I could be wrong.
That sounds good.
It's all around there.
It was good, man. Jim Cornette was on commentary.
Oh shit.
So this was like literally the inaugural MLW. Like I think they went on a hiatus or something because they vacated all the belts, and this was like the first title match that they had. And these guys beat the ever living crap out of each other. Like we're talking about kicks, strikes, and beautiful. And Swerve ended up taking the belt.
Swerve and Riddle had a match? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'll have to look it up and show you, but it was gnarly.
Yeah, put that in chat. I'd love to
I'll
watch
have to
that.
put that up.
That sounds good.
It was good. Very good.
So next match, I always talk about Bailey and Sasha and their runs that they have in one of my favorite rivalries, but I have a different match. I have Becky versus Charlotte at the Evolution pay-per-view because it was the last woman standing match, and that was also at the peak of or during like that peak of the man gimmick
Oh yeah.
that Becky had. So
Was this like building up to that WrestleMania with the triple threat?
kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of like weirdness during that time. Because
Yeah.
like they're trying to push Becky as the heel, but she was really over, so they did like what they did with Austin, where she was a face now, and Charlotte became the heel.
Yeah.
And then
Charlotte's a better heel.
there was a lot of
She is a better heel.
there was a lot of title change because Charlotte, because Carmella was the champion, and she was supposed to go against Becky. Charlotte put herself in the match at SummerSlam. She won it. That's when the turn happened, and then Becky took the title off of her. And there's a bunch of other stuff with Asuka, and yeah, it was just all wild.
Yeah. Sounds like the women's division.
But it was a great match.
They have brought out some bangers. Like those
don't get me
those
wrong.
core four. I mean, I know Sasha's not there anymore, but those core four, I don't think you could have a bad match
Yeah,
with those core.
they really couldn't.
I agree with
Yeah, I
that.
don't think you can.
I agree with
I'm gonna have to go. Shawn Michael versus The Undertaker.
Ooh,
Which
one.
Yeah, there was two.
Which one was it?
Well, there was two Mania ones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, there was a
And those are the
Hell in a
ones I'm
Cell
thinking
match too.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The inaugural Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when Kane debuted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
2002? No, it was
No.
97.
Yes.
Yeah.
97.
97.
What did I think 2002?
Oh, what was it? Because it was the WrestleMania that I was watching. I was like really, really into WWE when I was a kid.
Did he come out in white gear?
Yes,
25.
there you go.
25.
That sounds great.
25.
Yeah.
I'm trying to guess.
Yeah, that was one.
That was the first. That was the first of the two. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was a
Yeah.
good match.
That was a
Very
great
solid.
match.
That was when Undertaker killed Sim Snuka. Or actually, Sim Snuka almost killed Undertaker.
Yeah, that was my first Mania.
Ah, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. My turn?
Yes.
All right, so I'm putting MJF and CM Punk's dog collar match
Oh,
on there.
That was
Ooh.
good.
story.
That was a good one.
Story was there. I mean, that's what got me behind MJF.
Fair.
So, I mean, I could
Fair.
care less about CM Punk. I didn't really care for him in WWE. I know that's saying a lot,
Fair.
but yeah, he put MJF on the map. I don't care. I think it gave the perfect story. It had enough personalness where it wasn't like, oh, fuck your family. You know, like it wasn't to that point.
Yeah.
But it was still personal of like, hey, man, like I looked up to you. Now it's time to wrestle. You know?
Yeah.
So I think that match just stands out a lot for me. So
Fair.
Okay.
That's respectable.
That's a good one.
Respected.
Mhm.
For some reason, I'm staying in the early 2000s. I'm going HBA and Chris Jericho in a ladder match at No Mercy 2008 for the World Heavyweight title.
Great match.
HBK.
Yes. So this year was dog water for Dari. But
What a good term.
but this ladder match was like, if you're gonna watch any match from this year, that's the match you would watch.
Yeah.
They had so much like personal shit going on. Like literally, Chris Jericho put Shawn Michaels' wife and punched her in the face.
Gave her a black eye.
Gave her a black eye.
And it's a shoot black eye, too.
Yes, and also Chris Jericho.
She was in the stands, right?
Yeah,
No,
she was in the
She
front
was,
row.
ring, she was
She
ringside.
was ringside.
Was she ring?
Yeah, she was ringside. I remember that.
Yeah, and then
No, she was in the ring. Because
She got into the
she was
ring?
she was in the ring. Because
How many wives has Jericho punched?
she was in the ring. Because I remember, because I've heard Jericho talk about it. Because it was because he was supposed to like work punch her, and then
Socked her.
punched
and
her.
then something happened. I can't remember what.
Love
But
it.
there was some mistiming.
I think he slipped or something.
and she got nailed, but they were in the ring,
Yeah.
and he like when that happened, he quickly ran out of the ring as quickly as he could.
And like a couple weeks before that, Chris Jericho threw Shawn Michaels into a plasma screen TV
Yeah,
head first. So he had to have like an eye patch for like a good while. But this was a bad blood feud, dude.
yep. And it was only supposed to last a month.
Nope, and it lasted like most of 2008.
Yeah,
Well, think about their personalities.
Yeah,
They were bound to clash.
like
You
honestly,
know what I mean?
yeah.
yeah.
Like knowing Michaels, knowing Jericho, like there's no way.
Like I honestly thought this was the year Shawn Michaels was going to get one last title match, title belt. Like I thought he was going to win that belt.
Jericho
honestly.
had him on his heels like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, it was good. This was a good rivalry because this started off with first Batista and Shawn because this was the year Shawn retired Ric Flair.
Yeah,
This was the year he retired him, and then Batista and Shawn had a match where Shawn tweaked his knee,
Mhm.
and then Jericho came out and was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
Called
I
bullshit.
remember
And
that.
that's how Jericho inserted himself into this story.
yeah.
Beautiful.
It was good.
Freaking
Seamless.
beautiful.
Called him out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's on my list.
Like that.
Uh,
I like that.
All In, Nick Aldis versus Cody.
That was a good match.
It was a great
That was-
match.
Was that the first All In?
Yes.
Well, technically the only All In until June.
Yes.
Because June's in London, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and then they changed it to All Out.
Mhm.
But the one in June is All In.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great. The story of the match was great. The storytelling of the match was great. The story leading into the match was great. And then even the finish was just old school. Like it was a roll up win. It was a great match.
Yeah. It was good. I liked.
And then it was 2 out of 3, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, so that was old school rules too on that.
The big thing that I liked about that match was everybody came out with their people. Like it
Yeah.
felt very
Oh.
boxing to me.
The
Like,
Nightmare Factory.
yeah, the Nightmare Family and then Nick Aldis came out with his people. Like it felt big.
Yeah.
It felt like it.
And it was big.
It was big. But like like that just escalated and really painted the picture of how big this match really is.
Wasn't Aldis the, I want to say, NWA title holder?
Yes.
Yes.
At the time?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Mhm.
And so when Cody won it, he became the only person to win who had a father-son NWA like
Reign.
reign. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I dig it.
So I feel like I'm just going all WrestleMania matches.
That's
now.
fine.
That's fine. I mean,
That's what it's
I,
for.
mean, I was just really thinking about it. But when you mentioned it, I was like, that was a fucking good match. I really enjoyed it. Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair.
It's on my list.
24.
It's on my list.
It was good, man.
When he said, I'm sorry.
I
And then
love you.
fucking.
And then I love you.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude.
Oh my
Sean just had a
Cried.
series of great
Oh,
Canadian matches
dude.
from Cena
Mr. WrestleMania.
to Flair to Taker twice.
Don't forget Jericho at 19.
Jericho, yeah.
Yeah, but that
But I know what you mean. That
Yeah.
series. That series.
I don't know who he faced in 21.
Kurt Angle. It was a cross promotional. It was between Raw versus SmackDown.
So he just had these years of great matches.
Man, I'm so glad you know that shit. 'cause
Why?
we don't have to Google it.
Oh,
Right?
I got you.
No, the I'm sorry, I love you.
Oh,
Damn.
Stop taking my matches.
I cried. That
I
match
cried
made
too.
me cry.
Dude, I cried too.
Cried like a little bitch, dude.
I remember like, oh, I don't want Ric
And then his
Flair to
farewell the
retire.
next night, I was done. They played the
Dude.
Four Horsemen. Arn comes out. Tully comes out. I was like, I'm done.
Dude.
I'm freaking done, dude.
I remember that shit. Oh, that sucked. I was so upset to watch him lose.
Me too.
And then when he pinned him, he just sat there and hugged
Hugged him.
Dude,
Hugged him. I was like, no.
The visuals. man.
24 was a good pay-per-view. I like
Fuck.
24. 24 was good.
Fuck. Such a good match. It's on my list.
Fair.
All right. Well, So this one's already been said. I went with the Chris Benoit, Triple H, Shawn Michaels at Mania 20.
Okay.
Fair.
Fucking banger.
Fair.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
The visuals.
Sure. My next one is something that V mentioned earlier. He kind of hopped around it, but I actually put it on my list. It was Bailey and Sasha at NXT TakeOver, the 30-minute Iron Women match to close up.
It's a
TakeOver.
great match.
It was beautiful.
I've yet to see that.
They went out to the freaking stage. They did freaking the belly to belly to the Titantron and shit.
Ooh.
Loved it.
Was that the one? 'Cause I can't
It was
remember.
that TakeOver Brooklyn
Well, like
1
but
or 2.
But that was a rematch, right? After Bailey won it.
No, this is the 30 match. No, this is the first ever Iron Women match. Like that's what the hype
No,
was.
I know, but like this is the rematch between them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And now, was this also the one that Sasha made Izzy cry, or was that the first one?
I think that was the first one.
Okay.
It was the one that Bailey didn't win. It was the first one.
Okay.
Because didn't Sasha go in as champion and then lost it in the Iron Woman match?
I don't remember.
It's been so I haven't rewatched it since it happened. I'm just going off of memory.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to remember. It's like,
I'll have to look it up.
yeah. But yeah, that's a great
It was
match.
amazing. I loved it. I've never really been into like a women's feud. This match made me made me a fan.
Dig that.
Made me a fan. 100%.
So I'm sticking with All In. I was really, when they announced it, I couldn't believe it, and I was super hyped for it. And it delivered, and it went overtime. But Okada versus Marty Scurll. Because you had the Rainmaker versus...
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it was a great match. And, like, I know you have... I don't know if you two have you guys watched, like, Being the Elite? Like, on YouTube? No? So...
I maybe watched an episode.
So before AEW, it would just be about their travels and stuff, and they would have random skits.
The Masa.
So some of the feuds for All In started on that.
Yeah.
And so one of them was
A lot
like...
of stuff with Orange Cassidy started because of that, right?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
But they... there was a really great moment, like, after they announced the match that I found hilarious. Because Marty Scurll's he's a smaller guy. He's a junior weight, right?
Yeah.
Former IWGP junior weight heavyweight champion. But they, like, Okada, who never does any of these extra stuff, really. He just does, like, the more prestigious, like,
The big
sports,
matches.
interviews, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, he's on the big, like, talk shows
Mhm.
and stuff, right? He was on Being the Elite, and they asked him, like, oh, what do you think about your match against Marty Scurll at All In? And they're like, oh, Marty, yeah. His big send-off before 205, yeah.
I do remember that.
and
That was
he-
such a meme.
Yeah, and he talked shit. And then I remember seeing a meme, right, between them. Because Marty Scurll had the umbrella, and Okada was the Rainmaker.
Mm.
So you can't get wet if you have an umbrella.
Yeah.
And there was a picture that someone had drawn
Coins hurt, though.
where it's like Marty Scurll pulled out the umbrella against Okada, and that happened in the match. Okada went for the Rainmaker, and he pulled out an umbrella and like blocked the Rainmaker with the umbrella.
Did. I remember that.
It was a great match, and it's a really underrated match.
Yeah.
But it gets a lot of heat because
Marty Scurll.
supposedly the match went over time, and it caused a huge delay, which is why like the main event was only like 10 minutes. Yeah, because once that thing was done, it was done.
Yeah. They were turning off the lights already.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I have All In. We can watch it.
Bet.
There you go. I'm gonna have to go. Street Profits versus the Usos. Money in the Bank 22.
Hmm.
Okay.
That was the one, if I remember correctly, because I remember I was telling you about it. That was the one where I was just on the edge of my seat the whole fucking time. And I remember that pay-per-view, I wasn't gonna watch it. I was gonna go out. And I was waiting on Nidia to get ready, and I just randomly I was like, well, it's on, might as well just watch it.
Yeah.
And I watched it. I even was telling Nidia, like, hold on, like,
This match.
she was ready. I'm like, hold on, this match is fucking good.
It sucked you right in.
It really did, but like, it was the one where, because the Usos, just like Roman Reigns, had a dominant reign as undisputed tag team champions, and that was the one where I was like, fuck, I think they're gonna lose it. I was like, they're gonna fucking lose it.
Mm-hmm.
But that one was just the whole fucking time, and I remember just the crowd, how fucking wild they were going, and it was a long ass match.
That's good.
But I'm gonna have to go
That
I'm happy
match.
with that.
Who won that match?
Dude, so it's
Yeah.
Fair. I just had to ask.
All right, up next. Again, I think you can tell what my matches are like. Just visuals. I'm going Cody Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, Double or Nothing 2019.
Oh,
That was good.
bloody.
It was a straight fuck you to the man.
Yeah.
That's what that match was all about. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, they bled all over everything, but
Yeah.
it was a good match. I don't know what else to say about it. It was just that match for AEW. It was what they debuted in 2019, right? It wasn't this.
Yeah,
this
it was
Double or Nothing was their first pay-per-view, no?
I don't think so.
Or was it their second? It had to be one of their first.
Yeah, it was AEW. Technically, it was Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
The first. Okay, so that's when
because it happened in May, and then in January on New Year's is when they announced AEW.
So Moxley debuted at Double or Nothing.
Correct.
It wasn't all out.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was Double or Nothing. Or was it it was the first? It was the first AEW that he debuted though,
Because he came out
because he
on
put
the
Kenny
token
through
shit.
that glass table.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was his first match.
That was
But
his first match.
he popped
He
up
debuted.
after.
At the end.
At the end of Double or Nothing. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're
And,
right. You're right.
Yeah, because we had the spot we did the paradigm shift onto the poker chips.
Mm.
Okay.
On the top,
Yeah.
by the
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
gnarly ass
There you
match
go.
though.
There you go.
Bloody but gnarly.
I only have one match on my list that actually has this wrestler, and both of them actually, for that matter. But WrestleMania 29, Taker and CM Punk.
Oh yeah.
Good match.
This was the kind of Paul Bearer has passed away that year,
Mhm.
and CM Punk knew that, and
That's 10
definitely
years ago.
and definitely showed that off to a point where he actually had the urn and dropped it, and actually spilled the ashes all over Undertaker and the go home. So this was a beautiful build up. The match itself was great. CM Punk being that swarmy heel, trying to one up on Taker. I think he actually tried to do. What did he try to do? I think he tried to do fucking Old School, and Undertaker pushed him off, and he landed on the ropes, Grown Styles. But I remember that. But it was beautiful. It was a good match. I really enjoyed it. I feel like honestly, this is literally the last match before the streak gets broken. So I guess that also holds like a special part. In my mind, in my heart. So,
Interesting.
so I'll pick that, and it's CM Punk. So.
I have from Wrestle Kingdom 15, I want to say 14. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight title match. The title matches in New Japan don't really get defended in multi-man matches, and this was also the first Wrestle Kingdom I watched in its entirety. It's Marty Scurll versus Will Ospreay,
Ooh,
Hiromu Takahashi, and Kushida.
ooh, that's good.
Jeez.
And
Nice.
it was
Whew.
yeah, it was a great match.
Okay.
Marty walked out with the title.
Nice.
It was good.
Sounds
good, good. And we saw more of that rivalry between him and Ospreay during that. So
Mhm.
it was a great match.
Nice.
I dig it. I could see how those four would mesh well together. So.
Mm-hmm.
So my next one, you're gonna have to remind me of the Wrestle Kingdom, because I know it was a Wrestle Kingdom. It was a match you showed me.
Okay.
Okada
Mhm.
versus Kenny Omega.
There's like 3.
Yeah, I know there's a bunch of them.
4?
But it was
we
the
watched one.
The
together.
first
It was the first one then.
Yeah.
It was just so.
That's 2 dudes that know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah. Any Kenny Omega versus Okada.
Yeah,
They're all
Honestly.
really good.
they're all
Yeah.
really good.
I've yet to see all of them in their
I've yet to
entirety,
see
but
any of them in their
We
entirety.
I've
should
seen
make a
clips.
day.
Just
Yeah,
watching.
Yeah, I've seen just highlights.
That's like 2
all
hours
I've
of
seen.
watching.
That's all.
Well, that's it depends. If 2 hours is about half of it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Each match
One-
is easily an hour.
1 and
Yeah.
2 are an hour each.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then I don't know. I never watched 3.
almost 45 minutes. I remember that because of time limit draw.
And then 4.
It's probably 2 or 3.
4.
I wanna
I don't
say
remember
3.
how long it was.
I want to say 3 because it went to a time limit draw. So I want to say 3 was the one that was 45
Well,
minutes.
Good
I
assumption.
guess I can tell you later. Which one it is.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it was the first one that you showed. Like I said, any of them.
Oh, if it was a draw,
No, because it wasn't the draw because they had mentioned it. They had mentioned.
did Kenny have blonde hair or did he have black and gray?
It was the one where he came out as a Terminator.
That was one. That was one.
Was that one then?
Yeah.
Then they must have just been referencing their rivalry then.
Or I might have mentioned it to you.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
It could be, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just, so fucking good.
That's fair.
Bet.
My next. So I'm going to be biased.
Okay.
I'm going to go. It was a Raw show, September 4th of 2017. It was Big Show versus Braun Strowman. It was Big Show's last.
Cage?
Yeah, it was Big Show's last match, and I watched Braun Strowman throw Big Show through the cage in person. And I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that was that.
That
was nuts.
shit was crazy.
In person?
In
Yeah,
person.
it was
yeah,
here-
it was at Here No Mom.
Yeah.
So that's why fuck, man. I rewatched it today and I was like, it looks even crazier on TV.
Yeah.
It just, I never thought Braun would ever pick up Big Show. It's just not a natural thing that you see, you know? So just watching him throw him over his shoulder and chuck him into it and the fucking cage collapse. I'm like,
Beautiful.
so good.
It's good.
Again, visuals.
Good stuff.
It was tight.
Wow. Speaking of visuals.
I'm being biased.
Fair. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's your list. It's your list, man.
That's your list. You
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Speaking of visuals, I'm going to go to Impact of 2012, 2013. James Storm versus Bobby Roode for the TNA World title.
Oh.
They both go in as baby faces,
Dude.
but a beer bottle to the head solidified the separation of beer money. Bobby Roode turns heel on James Storm, hits him in the head with a fucking beer bottle, pins him 1, 2, 3. You have your new shit heel.
Dude.
Bobby Roode, the it factor.
I love those dudes.
Yeah, they're great.
I can't wait for Bobby Roode to come back.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode with the long hair, Triple H styles.
I wish James Storm would have signed with NXT.
Honestly, I don't think he would have liked it.
No.
But I mean, it was under the Triple H
Yeah.
and early on. I think he would have done good.
I
Oh,
think
well,
I think
anywhere.
he wouldn't have wanted to get called up. I think he would have been like, I'd rather leave.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always been that kind of like behind the scenes type guy. So
Yeah.
at least later. Another thing, I didn't know Robert Roode and Bobby Roode were the same. I didn't know they. I understand.
Oh my God!
I understand.
Bradshaw all over again.
Like
That's
they look
worse.
exactly the same. They have the same name.
He just has a
basically.
mustache and short hair.
Listen, different
He
times.
changed his name back to Robert Roode.
Different times.
You were like, man, they must be related.
Different. No, I don't ever put them together. I know like a wrestler is a wrestler, and they're individualized no matter where they go. But like the fact that like they have multiple gimmicks was never a thing to me.
Fair.
Fair, okay.
Okay.
Now that I'm older and I know better,
Yeah.
you know it's different. But at the time, like I fucking love
funny.
Robert. I love that dude.
That's funny.
Beer money? What the hell?
Yep, I saw them break up. Like, I watched a random episode. I was like, main event. TNA title line. Bobby Roode and James Storm. I was like, aren't they a tag team? Beer bottle in the face. I was like, holy fuck. They just broke up.
Dude.
They just broke them up.
Yeah.
Their matches
So
versus
wild.
Machine Gun. Or
Mhm.
this.
Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Great.
Bangers.
Beautiful.
You gotta watch some of those matches, man. TNA at that time was just golden.
I remember I tried when I was younger, again, just into wrestling and everything, and I was trying to expand out of WWE.
Yeah.
And I went into TNA, and again, maybe it was just my age.
What year
At
was
the
it?
time, it was definitely before I was 13.
So middle
So
school.
what year?
So, like, yeah, I
Well, still, it's tough. Back
Well,
then, you don't
20,
know.
or 2005, 2006.
Oh, that was peak.
Oh, yeah. That was
I would
But here's the thing.
No,
It was just starting.
It was
to get
on the
into
rise of getting good. The X Division was starting to get
Yeah,
good.
2008 through.
But, like,
I wanna
as a
say
kid,
11.
Right before 10.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, no. That's when 8 through 11 was when Hogan and Bischoff.
Hogan didn't come until 2010.
Was it 2010?
Yeah, because they were doing like Samoa Joe's AJ Styles, Big
Yeah.
Papa Pump was
Okay.
there, fucking
Jay
Petey
Lethal.
Williams was with Big
well,
Papa
like, for
Pump.
me, it was
Jay
just like
Lethal.
when I would try to watch TNA and everything as a kid, it was just, one, I would get into it, like, I didn't know what was going on.
Fair.
And then there were a lot more non-PG compared to WWE at the time.
Well,
And then the
100%.
production just kind of really threw me off. I would like watch it and I'd be like, this
The
is
six-sided ring.
yeah. It just kind of threw me off and I couldn't get behind
I love
it.
the
As a kid.
aesthetic of
Yeah,
As a
the
kid.
aesthetic.
right.
I loved it. It was different enough where I was just like, I'll watch. I'll see what happens.
See,
Yeah.
I guess I'm different because like I had influence from older people, so like
See,
it wasn't.
and I didn't. I got into WWE by myself and I couldn't really talk to anyone about it. And then my cousin would watch it for a little bit and we would like play the games.
Yep.
But that was it. It was I was just I wanted to be into it. I enjoyed wrestling and everything, but I just had no one else to talk to about it.
That's fair. Yeah, personally, what I do is I go from looks to then gimmick and then to the person itself. So, like, if I see somebody I like, then I stick to them. That's how I got, like, big with Kit Sackett. It was just from the moment. Like I told you, I leaned over, I was like, that's the dude. And it's just been that way.
Yeah.
That's how I was. Because I remember Evan Bourne. Remember
Evan Bourne was great.
That's I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
He's a Motor City Machine Gun.
He's also a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
I heard.
Oh,
I was out of curiosity when I was getting back into, like, when I was getting back into wrestling, I was like, I wonder whatever fucking happened to him.
Yeah.
So I just went to, like, a deep dive into, like,
That's like literally who we were just talking about.
His TNA stuff was
Dude, his TNA stuff
great.
is gnarly.
He feuded with the Wolves, Davey Richards, and Eddie Edwards. Oh, they had some banger matches,
good.
bro.
Huh.
Banger matches.
He was in a lot of the X Division stuff too.
Yeah.
Versus like Suicide, Kazarian,
Mhm.
Shark Boy,
Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels.
fucking Shark Boy Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You'd like him.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Oh, shit, hell yeah!
You'd love
You
it.
showed me him, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
And
great.
Curry Man.
Yeah, Curry Man.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, Curry Man.
It's still wild to me. Curryman and Brian Danielson were IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
So my next match, I have Aleister Black
Ooh.
versus Velveteen Dream.
That was a good,
That was
good
a
rivalry.
great rivalry.
Great rivalry.
I feel like I haven't heard that in forever.
This
This was
a long time.
peak NXT for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was peak NXT.
You know, I think you've showed me this match.
I have. It was on the Takeover.
Yeah.
It was on War Games. The first War Games.
Yep.
Because this was like a couple years before his bullshit, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Velveteen Dream was
Yeah.
on the. This was, I think, his first debut feud,
his gimmick was sick.
or at least it was early enough.
It was early enough. It was before he won the North American.
Oh, 100%. It was way before
Yeah.
that.
So this is like brand new then.
Yeah.
Like Alistair was brand new to the company. I'm assuming.
Kind
I'm
of.
assuming.
He was a little. He was there longer than Velveteen, but not by much.
Not by much. Okay. I knew they were both kind of relatively new at the time. So
Yeah. Tommy and
yeah.
I loved it.
Wow.
yeah, it was a good rivalry. I like the spots. The other match I was like going.
I
back
like
to
the
this.
end of that rivalry where
Yeah.
Aleister Black, even though he beat him, he picked up the mic. It's like, I acknowledge you, Velveteen.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was just like, yo, let's
Yeah,
go.
because the whole thing is like with Velveteen Dream, because like Alistair would not acknowledge him.
Yeah.
And Velveteen, that's all he wanted. He's like, I'm gonna make you say my name.
Yeah.
I do.
And then he lost,
What the
but
hell?
it was such a great match that Alistair's like Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, he told him his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember
Yeah.
that.
That was good. That was good storytelling. I liked
Yeah.
that a lot.
That was-
It almost made my list.
Yeah, the other one that it's not on my list, but the other one that was gonna go here was Velveteen Dream versus Ricochet.
Dude, that promo where Ricochet literally
Yeah.
jumped out of the
I can
ring,
do
did
anything
a
you
flip,
can do
and then jumped
better.
right in front of him on the stage of NXT.
Yeah, because it was great because Velveteen was like, anything you can do, I can do better. And then he does that flip, and Ricochet walks up to him and gets into the mic, he's like, show me, and then leaves.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that was Ricochet when he debuted. Oh,
Yeah.
such good. So
Yeah.
good.
Very
Damn.
good.
Yeah, that's peak NXT, bro.
Yeah.
It went all downhill from there.
We gotta watch some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I have Peacock. I have Peacock.
We
So do I.
we
We
should
gotta watch it. We gotta watch it.
Just
I have
as
Jabrim's Peacock.
a quick pause here. If you'd like to see this, we can each pick like a series of matches that we all watch together and then talk about.
the beginning of
Kind
NXT.
of what we started to do with Banda.
Originally, yeah.
Yeah.
I have that match on here.
The beginning of NXT to like 2021, like right before 2.0, I think that's my golden era of NXT. Any of the new stuff after it, I'm not a big fan.
So with me, it's from Owens as champion to Survivor Series where they're
How
included.
you gonna knock Ricky Steamboat?
I never watched any of that.
Oh, he was good too.
Yeah.
He got a bunch of back.
Because remember, I started watching at NXT where it was a takeover where Neville defended the title in the 4-way. That was the first NXT thing I saw.
Yeah, that was a good match too.
Yeah, that was a great
Well,
match.
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, anyways. What's in your 5 spot?
Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
31.
When Rollins went for the stomp,
Yeah.
and Randy Orton said, "Yeet."
Yeah.
threw him in the air and hit him with a super RKO.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling that shit.
The supercar RKO.
Oh,
Beautiful.
That's what it's called too.
Beautiful.
super RKO, man.
Yeah. Anytime that
It was
there's a
beautiful.
jump involved,
It was
it's
beautiful.
a super. Yeah.
Super RKO, man. I'm telling you.
But he good. But he
He got some hop on that,
Yeah,
dude.
he
Yeah.
tossed
Yes,
him.
he
He
did.
tossed him.
He flew.
Yeah, they didn't even. They
I
weren't
remember when I
even
was just-
practice it either. They wanted
Nah.
to practice it and they couldn't
Oh, wow.
Well, how do you practice?
by doing it, like practicing the move.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if you do it and you fuck up, like you fucked up in front of a bunch of people,
Yeah.
because that was the opener of the show, wasn't it?
Good thing the cutter is easy.
Yeah, but
Throw
like
was the hardest part.
exactly,
Yeah, Rollins lost so bad, nobody thought he was going to cash in that night.
and he cashed it. I remember that pay per view because we all got together. We all hated the main event.
Yeah.
We started playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
And then you said it's like, oh, Reigns won, and then I just pop on like that's not Reigns' music, and then I hop over the couch and I see Rollins coming down.
Running his ass down the fucking aisle
The heist
with
of
the
century.
referee.
Yeah.
Heist of the century.
Yeah.
Was this the day we ordered like canes? Or?
No, this was
Okay.
at his Chava's apartment, not V's. Fuck V. But it's at Chava's apartment.
No, it was at his house, at his mom's house.
Was it?
Yeah, because we're all sitting at that round table.
Dude, I can't for
I
the
don't
life of me.
remember.
If there wasn't chicken strips, I don't remember.
Yeah, there wasn't chicken. I don't know what the fuck we had.
We probably catered somewhere.
I don't remember. All right, cool.
We were pretty good at that usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking match,
The
man.
match was great.
Good match.
Good match.
So I'll take it back. I'm going to go back a couple years. I'm going SummerSlam 2000. I feel like everyone knows this is one of my favorite matches. Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, the Hardys.
Ooh.
The
Yes.
first TLC match they had, dude.
TLC won.
Fucking gold.
TLC won.
Oh my god, I can't talk enough about this match. I love this match. The Hardys, one of my favorite tag teams. The Dudleys, another one of my favorite tag teams. Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
I was just watching the series, Ruthless Aggression series.
Oh,
on
yeah,
Peacock. And they got to Edge, and they were talking about that, and I remember
Edge and Christian won that night, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But what fucking
That's what they
what
set up the
match?
ladder.
Wow, what match was
You know
it?
what I'm talking about.
Money in the Bank. They're talking about Money in the Bank, and how Edge was, because he was talking about that, because he was talking about that tag match, and he was like, "That's basically all I became known around that time."
They've done it twice,
Yeah,
but this was the first one.
right. But he was just like, I just became the guy who was always in a ladder match, always in a tables match.
Well, they originated it, no?
Yeah.
Well, so
TLC.
here's how it happened. The Dudleys had the tables. The Hardys had the ladders.
Yep.
Edge and Christian had the chairs because they did the concerto. They basically put these three tag teams that had one gimmick each, and that's how the TLC match was made.
Mhm.
They put them
Okay.
together.
I knew it was something. I didn't know the exact.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Sweet.
No, but Edge, he mentioned, he was like, I did not want to do Money in the Bank when they first did it. He was like,
Yeah.
because they told me the concept. I was like, another fucking ladder match. He was like, I was tired of it.
Yeah.
I was trying to get away from that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, if I could talk to my younger self, I would tell myself, don't be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Do it. But he talked about it. He was like, I had to be convinced.
Damn.
Huh.
The first one is where he's hanging, like they're holding onto the belt,
And
and
then
that's when
Edge
they
fucking
spear him,
spears
right?
him.
Yeah, that's the
Oh!
first one?
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
first one.
Good. That's the one I chose.
Because the two was at
no.
WrestleMania 2000. No, that was two.
That was two?
That was two.
That was two?
That
Okay.
was
That was
because
two.
that was at Mania.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Mania
This is the one
2000.
with the four tables. It was the four table spot. Table.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that
yes.
Yeah.
Then they also
although
had the
I
table
recently
outside.
found out that spot where that Edge does when he spears Jeff Hardy,
In there.
they did that like on a random Raw before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I have seen that.
But I do love that when Edge fucking spears Jeff, and then he lands, and he's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. it's
Just incredible. Like, I mean, man, such a good match. Probably one of the better like tag team matches ever,
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So my next match was a match we already talked about. So I'm gonna switch it up because I actually know what to alternate that match with.
Okay.
So it originally was the triple threat with Chris Benoit, HBK, and Triple H, but now it's a steel cage on SmackDown in 2009 between Jeff Hardy and CM Punk. for the World Heavyweight title.
Oh, yeah. That's a great match.
Loser leaves town match type of thing.
Yup.
This was Jeff Hardy's last match before he left and became another me in TNA.
Jeez.
This match was beautiful. A perfect send-off for Jeff. CM Punk got the heat of the century with the World Heavyweight title. This honestly made CM Punk solidified his heel turn and really turned him pivoted towards the Straight Edge Society.
Yeah. Was this also when they started his feud with Taker?
Afterwards.
Okay.
And he had to lose it because he didn't want to wear a suit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
So I have one of my favorite Mania matches. Undertaker versus Batista.
Ah, yes. 23.
That almost made my list too.
Yeah.
That was the same Mania as Donald Trump, right?
Yes.
That was when Big Show got his nose broke.
No, that's the one after.
Different match? Okay. I'm trying to remember that.
This was Lashley Numaga.
Lashley
Umaga.
Okay.
Cena versus HBK.
Yes.
This is when Mr. Kennedy
Won the Money in the Bank.
won the Money in the
Mr.
Bank.
Kennedy.
Dude.
And then
This
I'm trying to
TNA
remember
stuff's
some of
good
the other stuff. Benoit went against MVP.
For the United States belt.
Yep.
Wow.
Kane went
that was
against
probably
Khali.
a fucking match, dude.
This was MVP on the come up too. He was new.
Oh yeah, Khali was just getting big, right?
I
mean, he was always big.
I think he just lost the world title.
No.
No, this
He
is
hadn't won it
before.
yet.
This is
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Okay.
He won it that year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah. Batista versus Taker.
I wanted to put Batista on my list so bad, but I couldn't remember a match. The only thing I could think of is like Evolution days.
Oh yeah.
That was the only
Yeah.
thing that came to my mind.
You could have done 21.
I was thinking him versus Randy, like right after Flair retired. But I could be wrong too.
Did Batista go against Randy after Flair?
I don't remember.
I thought so. I thought it was like I don't know. I'll have to look it
It
up.
might have been later in the year.
Maybe.
Yeah.
After. Okay. Yeah.
Kofi's big Mania win.
Let's
go.
Yeah.
Good match.
Was it 37?
The build up.
Yeah.
The build up to
35.
35,
So
thank you.
fucking good.
Yeah.
But
It was that long ago?
Yeah.
4 years ago?
You got buried that long ago.
Yeah.
Fuck. Good match.
It was a very good match.
Dude, Kofi's big win.
Oh yeah.
Kofi's
yeah.
big
It's
win.
nice.
Probably the biggest one. I don't think
Great.
we haven't had nothing like that in a long time. Like even prior to that.
Maybe when
that
Brian
big?
won it
Brian won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
at
maybe.
35 years before.
I wasn't that
Fair,
big
fair.
behind Brian, so that's
Yeah.
probably why.
Probably was that.
because I remember we were talking about it, and I had just, if I would have started getting back into WWE, I think a year earlier, I would have watched all that live.
That build-up was beautiful.
It was great.
It was beautiful.
But I had just missed it. I had just missed the Kofi train.
Dang.
But when I went back and watched it, I was like,
I wish I had that one of those Kofi Mania shirts.
Dude. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
All right, next match. Another very personal match we've seen ourselves. We're going back to the Jason Strife Memorial show,
Okay.
and it was
Oh, wow.
Fowler versus Red Wing.
Wow, you picked the local one.
I picked a local one because
Good shit.
the energy in that building,
Was amazing.
dude, I've never felt anything like that.
Beautiful.
And when he won, and just again the visuals, the dude crying with the belt. Just once he won, he was literally laying down crying,
Dude,
with the
the
belt.
place unglued
Dude,
when he
it was-
won. They counted the 3 and everybody just jumped out of their seat. I know I did.
Just thinking
I know
about
I
it
did.
now.
Everyone was clapping.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then he hit. He won with Strife's finish.
Mhm.
Using the knee that he had the Strife tattoo.
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
Just everything about that match was electric.
It's beautiful.
I loved it.
It was good.
So because it was in person, that's probably why, but definitely one of my favorite matches. It'll go down,
100%. 100%.
That's why I chose that.
That's good. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice. My next match, I would have to say, it's actually the most recent match of all the matches I've had on here. It's FTR and the Briscoes at Ring of Honor for the Ring of Honor tag belts.
Damn, that was a
Great.
good match.
That was
fuck. That
Was
was
it?
a good match.
I have it written down as a dog collar, but I didn't do my research, so I don't know if it was a dog collar. I want to say
They
it was.
did have a dog collar match at Ring of Honor. I don't know if that was the first meeting between them or not.
No.
Okay, it had to be the second one.
Yeah.
Whatever match was a dog collar match. That's the
Okay.
one.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm thinking of the most recent one.
Then it had to be the most recent one
No,
because that's when the Briscoes won it.
I don't remember it being a dog collar match.
I don't.
It might
They
not.
did have a dog collar match. I don't remember if it was the one that they won.
I don't remember it being that recent though.
I mean, it was last year.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Here, while you look it up, we'll kind of breeze through because this was just said Kofi Kingston versus Bryan Danielson. Yeah, this
Good.
is mine.
Good.
Great match. Great story. Great.
It was a double
great
dog
build.
collar match.
Okay.
Okay.
So that one. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
This match, honestly, is truly what solidified me as a Cody Rhodes man. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell,
Mm.
with
Torn pec.
the torn pack.
Honestly, I give him kudos. I don't think there's a lot of wrestlers that would have went out and did what he did that night.
Not anymore.
Nah.
Not
Just
anymore.
in general, there's probably only a handful that would have been like, "Yep, I'm still going out there." So
Yeah.
kudos
And
to
because
Cody.
they just mentioned it, he was like, last time I was in Illinois, y'all went crazy for me.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
True.
He tweeted that, and I was like, what?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that match.
Good match.
Torn.
The visuals.
Yes!
How many times
Like-
I gotta say it?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I was like, oh, torn peg, like, okay, he's gonna wrestle, but Rollins is probably just gonna protect him.
When he
the whole
took off the
fucking time.
jacket, just fucking. Wow. So
I remember, like, reading the rumors and hearing the rumors all fucking weeks, like, Cody's hurt.
Yeah.
They're gonna cancel the match, he's hurt. And then he came out and whatever, and I saw a little bruise, and I was like, maybe.
little.
Then he took it fucking off. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. He got
And
the
then-
injury from working out.
Not even, yeah.
The
And
day
not
before.
even that. I remember during the match, there was a point where Seth Rollins grabbed, I think, the sledgehammer
Oh yeah, and like
and fucking
drilled it in.
drilled
Oh,
it into his
yeah,
neck. And
I
I was like,
remember that.
fuck.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Look
It was
Yeah, but
wild.
that one was a solid match.
Good
Honestly,
choice.
just because of it truly just showed the love that Cody Rhodes has for the business.
Yeah.
And I think that's it could be my favorite match. I'm not gonna lie.
Interesting.
I like that.
Of his, at least of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig that a lot. So I'm gonna save the last match I have. I'll put this match first because it's already been said. We'll go Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Mania
Okay.
24
No.
retirement match.
Nice.
Okay.
Dude, so good,
Yeah.
so good. Tuning up the band, didn't want to, but had to.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm sorry. I love you.
dude, stop! I'm gonna cry.
Again, I'm sorry. I wrote you.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Oh, I could just hear the music, like, oh, so good.
It was really good. I like it a lot.
Go for it.
That was my first Mania too, funny enough.
The first one,
That was my first Mania I've ever watched, 24.
I should look back when my first Mania was because I watched a couple before that.
Yeah, I watched 24. I've never seen another Mania until 24.
That's crazy.
But regardless, it's okay. My next match, second to last, is a Fatal 4-Way that we briefly talked about earlier.
Mhm.
Sami Zayn, Neville, or Pac, Tyson Kidd, and Tyler Breeze for the NXT World Title.
I heard that was a banger.
It's a
There's
bang.
so much freaking action. Like right when you think the match is about to settle down, boom, here comes some other bullshit. And you're
Yeah.
just like,
Is this
oh.
is this before Tyson Kidd got injured?
Yes.
Like right before?
This is before Samoa Joe even debuted in NXT.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it was
shit.
a while.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a great match.
Beautiful match.
That's the reason I started watching wrestling again.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
got back into it.
Before Finn Balor debuted, Neville had the longest reign as NXT champion.
Yeah.
Dude, Neville's the man.
He was like 200 and some days
Yeah.
as NXT champion. Like nobody could think that he could beat this guy. I was torn between this and the Sami Zayn versus Neville match.
Yeah.
At Argo
That's-
Evolution.
That's a good.
Another good match.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Neville ever before AEW. Funny enough.
He was a clean cut babyface, but like he got the shit done.
It was before he was jacked.
No, he was jacked.
Not like he is now.
Less hairy.
I feel like I remember
He
way
didn't have a beard. He had long hair. He
Maybe
just
that's
had a
what it
beard.
is.
Yeah. I think he got.
No, I get what you're saying.
He got
Yeah.
leaner.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
He got leaner. Yeah, he was definitely more muscular. But he
Now.
definitely, not back then. Like now he toned up. Like he leaned up. He's more lean now.
No way.
He's a lot leaner now.
My boy was on the juice or something. I'll have to show you a picture. Maybe it's because he doesn't have hair. Maybe that's why he doesn't look it.
The beard, yeah,
So-
maybe that's what it is.
So I have my favorite tag match of DIY versus the Revival
That's a
versus
good one,
AOP. Great match.
DIY.
John Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. Yeah, great match.
This was before AOP fell off.
Yeah, that was when AOP was hyped. They had the tag titles already.
Oh, he's still pretty jacked.
And they
That's
did a great job of showing the Authors of Pain as
it's clean.
they did a great job showing the Authors of Pain as like this dominant force, even though they weren't the best wrestlers.
I guess he was that jacked.
But they did.
He wore a cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's when he got called up. I don't think he wore the cape in NXT.
No cape.
Yeah, he wore it in WWE when he got called up. It was terrible. I didn't like it.
Yeah, great match. Loved it.
Which one's in DIY and
DIY
AOP.
the ladder match?
No, not the ladder match. It's a triple threat.
I swear, I know we had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I thought it was a ladder match. That triple threat.
No, it's the DIY versus AOP. It's the one after this. That's the ladder match. If I remember right. Yeah, that's my second to last.
Good choice. Good choice.
Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks.
It was good.
That was a good match.
It was
Great,
good.
deserving of the main event.
Absolutely, it was.
Yeah. They went at it.
It was just good. Because even afterwards, after Bianca won, like, and they showed Sasha like off to the side, like on the floor, not even in the ring.
Yeah.
You could see her like she's holding back the tears and the smile, because she's just happy for Bianca.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I want Bianca to be the next one with the streak.
I think that'd be cool, man.
That'd be really
She's
cool.
3-0 right now.
Yeah, that's true.
3-0.
Nobody else has really had a streak. I mean, I guess you could say Charlotte, but not really.
Like, Asuka had the undefeated streak.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Bianca, I guess because Bianca's consistently been at Mania.
Yeah.
But I mean, Taker also even took time off from the streak,
They still gave it to him.
and they still continued the streak for him. So maybe this would be cool.
I like the idea. I think someone else is deserving of a streak.
I'm down. I'm down with Bianca. Build up
Yeah.
Bianca. Why not?
I'm cool with that.
Give her the hat and give her the trench coat and choke slam people.
Fucking eyes and shit. You know?
Is it a different triple
hats
threat?
and everything?
I think you read ladder.
Yes.
And then it thought.
Did I stop reading? All right,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Because it pretty much says that
ladder
they climbed the ladder of the tag division. Not the title match.
I can't read.
The ladder
It's cool.
match.
It's cool.
He just read ladder.
I just read ladder.
Yeah, he's like, here you go. It's like, okay.
All right, last match.
Yes.
All right, so my last match is a sentimental match because it was kind of the beginning of the marks. Unfortunately, you weren't here.
I wasn't there either.
You weren't?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, you guys weren't here, but we're going Taker versus Mick Foley, King of the Ring, 98.
Yeah, it was before me too.
Hey, it was just
Well,
you,
no,
bro.
I mean, we didn't watch it. I'm saying the fact that when we started the marks, that's when we watched it.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, whatever. It was
When you watched
it.
it was,
You watched
I'm
it.
pretty sure it was me, Bonda was there,
And Chava.
and Roman.
Yeah, it was us three.
Us four?
Just you three.
You weren't even there?
Well, I wasn't there yet.
How the hell weren't you not
Chava
there?
was there.
Oh, Chava
No,
was there?
he wasn't there either.
Oh.
Who the fuck was there?
It was
It was
just,
just you three.
it was just you
No
three.
way it was.
Yeah.
Should I pull up the video and prove you wrong?
No.
Okay.
Shit,
I hate
he's
proof.
on a roll. He proved me wrong already.
Listen, this is what I do best. Prove y'all wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's why
This is what I'm here for, to keep you on check.
That's fair.
That's
I don't know. It was one of the first Mark's videos that we sat down and did. Teaching Bonda the ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that is deserving.
That's
of
fair.
One of the
That's fair.
spots. So
Bonda needs to teach us the ways.
shit, you ain't kidding.
Hey, you kidding, dude. I need this vocabulary shit, dude.
Yeah.
I need the right terms.
You think Gruel will get demonetized?
What?
What?
Girl? I don't know.
Probably not.
It's just slop.
Yeah. it's-
I don't think that's good.
Sure, it is very
In
sloppy.
video, but-
You're right. You're right.
Anyways. What you got? That's your...
So my number one, my last match, I have. It's very sentimental because I really like this main event. I'm a fan of these guys wrestlers at that time. I have Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 19 for the WWE Undisputed title.
That's the one where he Brock did the
Shooting star press
Yeah.
and knocked himself silly.
Yep.
and still won.
Almost broke his
Yeah.
neck.
Did he still win?
Yeah, still
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he still.
Fucking unconscious, fucking in a coma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course
It turned into a shooting star headbutt.
Yep.
Dude.
But everything leading up to it was freaking amazing. Okay.
It was.
It was like hold for hold, suplex after suplex. These
Yeah.
guys like amateur wrestled each other. The crowd was just unglued. They loved every minute of it, and that just sold the match for me. And dude, this was a good match. Good send off. Good main event. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it a lot.
I dig that. I dig that.
My number one is Kenny Omega versus Okada 2. That's the one that has the draw.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's the Dominion.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew there was a draw somewhere.
A great story. Especially story continuing on from their first match at Wrestle Kingdom. It was great. You had this because Kenny finally understood what he had to do to win the match. He had to hit.
He had to stop all the ghosts that were coming through. He's here to fight for me and you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is that copyright?
It's under 30 seconds. We're fine. But he
Stupid.
he understood that he needed to hit Okada with the one winged angel,
I can just see
win.
the smoke.
and he just couldn't.
Yeah, he just couldn't.
He
I'm
just
sorry.
couldn't. And this time Okada couldn't get over.
Yeah.
And then it has a cool visual spot of the Okada trying to hit the Rainmaker and Kenny just falling out of exhaustion.
We have to sit down and watch these because I've yet to see like these four matches start to finish.
They're
I'm
great.
not gonna lie. I need to watch these matches.
Well,
Yeah, I've only seen clips.
I've only seen highlights as well.
we can do it.
But we could probably do a Mark's video for it, like
Yeah.
later down the line.
Might as well.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Let us know.
Yeah.
What's your number one? I kind of have a feeling, but at the same time, I'm not sure.
I know what you're thinking. Surprisingly, it's not.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Correct me if I'm wrong on this.
All correct.
Please do. Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar. I might be misremembering now that I'm thinking about it, but it was for the WC or the.
The undisputed title.
Yeah.
The WWE title, yes. No way out.
No Way Out.
Mm-hmm.
02?
Right before 2020. What year was 20?
20 was
Mania 20.
I can't math. 20 that was 2002.
So No Way Out 2002.
Oh, I was right.
I'm happy with that one. Because growing up, because again, when I started watching WWE,
He hit the Three Amigos on it.
I
remember that match.
Eddie had passed away. I was a huge Rey Mysterio fan, and I was just like seeing. I fell in love with Eddie after the fact that he passed. Because again, I didn't start watching beforehand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when I saw that match, it
That's how it
truly
goes.
was. Again, as a kid, I just like that's someone like me that looks like me on TV, like doing this.
The relay, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
So I have to go with that match.
Fair.
Good call.
Fair.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
call.
That was a good match. I mean, I liked how Bill Goldberg came in and speared Brock too. That was good. That was good. Just everything lined up for Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, everything lined up that
Hell
night for
yeah.
Eddie. Everything just
Yeah.
lined up, and I was just like, beautiful.
Funny enough, when I was doing research, I saw that match too, and I was like, It's like, that was a good match.
I also thought about that match too.
I have an
It was
honorable
great.
mention.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I was going to go Mania 17, Rock versus Stone Cold.
Okay.
Fucking banger, dude.
Hmm.
Beat the shit out of each other. But I haven't watched the match in a while. I didn't have time. It was a 35-minute match, so I didn't get to watch it.
I'll say an honorable mention of Kenny versus Okada this past Wrestle Kingdom
The last one?
in January.
So my
Wild.
honorable mention would be Randy versus McFoley, the hardcore match or whatever.
Ooh,
they did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the thumbtacks.
Good match. I was going to throw a Sacrifice pay-per-view from 2008. Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles.
Mm.
Also didn't have time to watch it, but I was like, fuck, if we're going to talk about it, I got to remember the match.
Fair.
So I didn't put it on my list.
Fair.
But I loved TNA at that time.
Another match I'd have to throw in there that I'm surprised we didn't talk about was Great American Bash. JBL versus Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah.
I thought about that match too.
I mean, the only reason I didn't put it on my list because I felt like it was in bad taste because he had to be rushed to the hospital for a blood
Yeah.
transfusion. But
He bled so much.
it was a good match. I'm not gonna lie to you. It
Yeah.
was a good match.
Because wasn't that we're doing the storyline where JBL was just like,
He was
Mexican.
being
Yeah.
very racist.
Yeah, it was very.
And Eddie
racist.
Guerrero was
that was the
fucking-
whole angle.
yeah.
He came out in the lowrider. JBL came out in the limo, and then Eddie came. The way that match started is Eddie just beat the fuck out of the limo, and then the match started.
Yep.
And then it was just fucking from there. They
Balls
beat
to
the
the
shit
wall,
out of each other.
dude. It was a.
I remember
was
that
that
visual.
Eddie's
man.
first world title win?
That was when he lost the world title
Yeah, he lost.
to
Did
JBL.
he lose it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the JBL.
He lost.
Okay, no. Because he ended up winning it back, didn't he?
No,
No.
he only won it the one time.
He only won it
Yeah.
the one time. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie was very. He was used very weird.
Yeah, no, it's
He
because
was.
Chavo actually in interviews later would say Eddie didn't like winning the belt. He liked the chase. Eddie liked the chase, but he never wanted to win.
Because he was so critical of himself
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
he felt that he was in a sense undeserving.
He didn't think it was good enough.
While he
Yeah.
had the belt, he's like, I don't want it.
yeah, and
I
if
have
there was
it.
ever like a bad house, like they didn't sell out, he'd blame himself
Because he was champion,
because he was champion.
which very noble of him. But man,
Right.
Yeah,
Psychological, it's tough.
yeah.
It's tough. Good match though.
very good.
Good call. Good call.
Well, those are our favorite matches.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably go more, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
We could definitely go more.
No, it's true.
But let us know what your favorite matches are.
yeah. Any recommendations? Let us
any-
watch them.
Yeah, what matches do you want us to watch? Let us know.
Yeah. Leave a
like,
comment.
Share, share, subscribe, comment. Haikus.
I love haikus.
Yeah.
575, baby.
Silly banter. Give us some memes. I don't know. Yeah. Remember that check bounces.
Get
So do you.
fucked.